Alright guys, welcome to video number 9. This is going to be a really quick review of Chapter 2. I'm not going to spend more than a couple minutes here. Just flipping through the pages of Chapter 2. Reason being, we need to get to the CSS, and I'm assuming you know much of the HTML already. So hopefully that's the case. Chapter 2, he gets into how he breaks apart the HTML into different segments and what he calls those segments, like the structural and terminal and that kind of thing. But basically, what I'm hoping is that you at least know all of the tags that are listed in Chapter 2. And if you don't know any of them, I'm going to give you a quick resource of a place you can go and check them out. And they'll explain each one to you individually. So we'll use that as a starting point. And then after this, I'm going to get straight into the CSS, and we'll stick with CSS and continue building the layout that I had showing you guys in the last part. So let's get to Chapter 2 here. I'm on Chapter 2, page 32 here. This is basically a list of all of the HTML elements on page 32 and 33 here. Hopefully you know most of these. I know that a lot of these you're not going to use on a lot of your websites, but hopefully you know what all of these mean. And if there's some that you don't, I'm going to give you a resource here in a second. Okay, page 33 has some more here. And he breaks apart his structural, multi-purpose, and terminal block type things that he mentions later in the chapter. So read through them. You don't have to memorize these, of course. There's some you'll never use probably, but here's a good resource for you. It's w3schools.com, and you can type in any of these tags here. Or you can type in anything in HTML into their search bar. Let me scroll over. Whoops, let me change that. And hit search. And it's going to take you. I'm using the no script, which is one you probably won't use a lot in this class, just to see what it says. So hit search, and we'll go to Google here, and it'll give you a return, and you click on the first link, and it gives you an example of how that tag is used. This one happens to be written with some JavaScript above it because they get written in tandem. You wouldn't use no script unless you're using JavaScript. And the nice thing is it gives you a definition, right, of what the tag is. It shows you what browsers support the tag, which is kind of nice. The differences between HTML and XHTML, but we're learning XHTML, so no worries there. And then the attributes that can be used with that element, which is nice. And then he's got event attributes. These you would use if you're using JavaScript, though, so no worries there. So yeah, it's a nifty little website. You can type in anything you want into their searches. They even have some tutorials, I believe. It's just a really great resource, so bookmark that for yourselves and use it if you're a little rusty on your HTML. So I'm just going to click through these pages real quick. Again, here he has some more examples of how to use elements properly. He's not really creating a real page here. It's just a list of how to use them and in what order things go in. Alright, so you can study this and break things apart and use it for your website as you need to. Again, here's some more tags. And if you don't know what they are, just copy and paste them into a notepad and see what they do individually, and you can kind of figure things out. So let's keep going through here. He talks about different types of elements. All this stuff I don't want to spend a lot of time on. So let's see. I'm just going to flip through some pages here. He talks about doc types. You guys should have your doc type already listed and ready to go. Alright, we have some header elements, conditional style sheets. I asked you guys a lot of these questions in the week 2 quiz, and a lot of you guys got them all right. So I think you guys are pretty good. I don't really feel like I need to spend a lot of time on this with you guys. You guys seem to understand what's going on. So that's it for Chapter 2. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the CSS here.